Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this October the 12th, 2024. I'm hoping everybody had a great Saturday out there so far. Everybody has a great Saturday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be talking about Invest 94L. Not looking very impressive on the satellite radar here. As you can see, the infrared satellite imagery of the system. It's not very well organized, and the National Hurricane Center has dropped the percentage down to about 20% chance over the next 48 hours and next 7 days. But the system will continue to drift across the tropical Atlantic, and when it gets into the Caribbean Sea, it still has a chance of maybe possibly developing into something later on down the road, something I will continue to monitor. Alright, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue getting the show on the road here, folks. Alright, you can see here's the center of the position of the storm, well compacted. Takes it toward the west. Here is the Windward and Leeward Islands here in the at the end of these forecast model runs here. Continues to track in that direction. Some of the model wants to take it to the Caribbean, some wants to take it to just northeast of the Leeward Islands. So I will continue to monitor this and see what happens. Alright, also let's take a look at the intensity guidance, because the intensity guidance still wants to maybe take it into some kind of tropical storm later on down the road, at least about 72 to about 144 hours out. As you can see right now, it has about 25 knot winds equal to 30 miles per hour. Pretty much most of the models do keep it into just a tropical wave at this time, but there's a very handful of them wants to take it into a tropical storm and also maybe a category 1 hurricane. So something I will continue to monitor as we progress through next week, and we will see what happens in that department. Alright, let's take a look at your forecast. This is going to be your forecast for your Sunday and Monday. As you can see, we got thunderstorms and showers up here from portions of Massachusetts, Connecticut to Delaware, back into West Virginia, Ohio, down into Tennessee, western North Carolina. Also down some around South Florida, Florida Keys, the Gulf of Mexico, over toward northwest Bahamas. We got a little bit of shower activity up here in portion of Maine, also in the portion of New Brunswick, New Hampshire, portion of northern New York State, back into Michigan and Great Lakes, up into South Canada, including portion of Minnesota and much of Wisconsin. Shower activity over here around portion of Utah, a little bit in Colorado, and then over here portion of western Washington State, southwestern Canada. We have a little bit of mixed precipitation over here around Colorado, and also up here in portion of northern New York State, back in the portion of northern Maine, southeast Canada, and a little bit around Pennsylvania in northern areas as well. Otherwise, dry high pressure is in charge of the remainder of the forecast area. Alright, now let's move on to your Monday forecast. That was your Sunday. Alright, this is Monday. We got a shower activity in portion of Maine down toward Rhode Island, also coastal waters stretching to Pennsylvania, back to Michigan, southeast Canada, also portions of Wisconsin, also in the Great Lakes, back into South Canada. Thunderstorms and showers over portion of Utah, and a little bit in portion of Colorado. More shower activity over southwestern Canada, back into Washington, Oregon State, the coastal waters. Mixed precipitation over here in portion of Colorado, also portion of Pennsylvania through New York State. Vermont, also in the portions of Maine, also in northern New Hampshire, some portions of right on the Canadian-U.S. border there as well. Also, we got some thunderstorms and showers, a little area of low pressure located down in around the Bahamas and South Florida and the Florida Keys as well. Otherwise, dry high pressure in charge of the remainder of the forecast area. Alright, here's the current watch and warning advisory map. You can see we got some freeze warnings in effect for North and South Dakota. Also with some red flag warnings in portions of Nebraska. Freeze watches in effect there as well. And frost advisory for portions of Nebraska, portions of northern areas of Kansas, and northeastern areas of Colorado. Air quality alert for northern areas of Wyoming. Also a portion of Idaho and Washington and Oregon State. Small craft advisory from Maine all the way down to Outer Banks in North Carolina, east coast of Florida, and again from Washington, Oregon State, Southern California. Hawaii and Chain Island looks good. Small craft advisory around the Alaska area. We have some winter storm warnings, winter weather advisory, wind advisory, high wind warnings, special weather statements for portions of the Alaska region. Alright, here's the latest tropical weather outlook on that system. This was at 8 p.m. this evening. You can see there's that system that I showed you. 94L has a 20% over the next 2 days, and also another 20% over the next 7 days. But the system will continue to push on off to the west, southwest, and like I said, it could end up in the Caribbean or go just north of the islands. If it goes north of the islands, it probably will not become anything, but if it gets into the Caribbean, something we'll have to continue to watch and see. Alright, let's take a look at the Climate Prediction Center 8 to 14 day temperature outlook and the precipitation. As you can see, much of the nation is above normal, from Maine to Florida to Texas, all the way to California, and also Oregon, Oregon State, stretching over to portions of Minnesota and Wisconsin. And then we have below normal temperatures for Washington State, Idaho, and portions of Montana, and near normal elsewhere. Alright, the Hawaiian Chain Island, we have above normal temps there. Central and western Alaska, above normal, central east, near normal to below normal temperatures expected. Precipitation, as you can see, we have below normal precipitation from Maine down toward the Washington D.C. area, then again over toward California, back into areas of Arizona, New Mexico, and also portion of West Texas. Well below normal precipitation across Arizona, southern areas. Near normal precipitation elsewhere from Washington, Oregon State to Texas to the Carolinas, all the way back into portions of Ohio, Pennsylvania, and also portions of New York State. Then across from Washington, Oregon State, all the way to portions of Kentucky to Michigan, also over toward Wisconsin and Illinois region, above normal precipitation there. The Hawaiian Chain Islands, central north, above normal, central south, near normal, and all of Alaska looks to be above normal precipitation. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like these videos, share these videos, consider subscribing once again if you have not subscribed yet. Tell your friends, family, neighbors to enjoy and press that subscribe button for the Mike Bass Weather Forecast channel, and we'll catch you back in the next one. So have a wonderful Saturday evening, folks. Take care and enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got.